Let's fucking go, guys. Let's go, guys. Big up to everyone locked in. Sorry, my lighter died, so I had to light my cigarette off the toaster. This is how we're living these days. Anyway, we are here for the Cookfest, cooking with Gunner. In fact, I didn't even like that. Bear with me. Jesus Christ, I've got 4 lighters and none of them work. There we go. We are smoking the Egal pack. I'm sick to death of hearing absolute mierda every single time this football club wins a game. I'm sick to death of it. As soon as we lose a couple of games, these people disappear. And they got the audacity to chat about me. The audacity to chat about me. I'm here every day. Every single day. Win, lose, draw. I'm streaming multiple times a day. But as soon as Arsenal go on a 1-winning 7, Terry Flewis is asking for an Arsenal fan for a top 6 show. Well, where they all disappeared to? Where was Egal? Where was Rory Talks Nonsense? Yeah, where was that idiot on TikTok that chats absolute crap? Like, where do all these top gooners, like, where do they hide when Arsenal don't do anything? Like, and they lose a couple of games and they draw a game. Like, it makes me laugh. Like, honestly, every single time. This fan base deserves nothing. Do you know that? Yeah, as soon as we win a game, all of a sudden we're the greatest team in the world again. As soon as we lose a game, they're all hiding. And like, oh, it's quiet. Then they all start crying about Gary Neville. Who cares what Gary Neville's got to say about Arsenal Football Club? Who cares what Jamie Carragher has to say about Arsenal Football Club? Who cares what Rio Ferdinand has to say about Arsenal Football Club? Who cares? How does that stop Arsenal winning major honours? It doesn't, does it? It doesn't. But it gets you loads of traction online. Oh, look at me, I'm a super mutant. Oh, that reminds me. Happy Valentine's Day to all the non-mutants out there. If you are a mutant, it's Wednesday. Cheers, guys. Happy Valentine's Day to the non-mutants. Do bang the like button up. We are going to share Dan Potts' stream from last night because the amount of rubbish I heard on that was insane. This fan base never learn. They never learn, and they don't deserve nice things. They get triggered so badly. That is a good point. Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Just clocked, ain't even got them on. Big up the chat. Bear with me 1 sec. I'll go and get them. Smash the likes up as well. Failing to prepare, guys, is preparing to fail. There we go. The goggles are on, guys. I can see clearly now. I can see clearly. But yeah, it makes me laugh. Like, we lose a couple of games and this lot are in their feelings about Gary Neville. We win a couple of games and they're in their feelings about Rio Ferdinand. Like, I was sitting doing a watch-along for Real Madrid last night. The amount of Arsenal fans in my chat telling me, oh yeah, Real Madrid are crap, mate. Oh, I bring on Real Madrid. You do realise they've won 7 out of 7 in the Champions League this season, didn't you? You do realise that they have only lost 2 games all season. 2 in all competitions all season. Both, funny enough, to Atleti. They lost in the Copa del Rey and they got beaten 3-1 in La Liga. Other than that, they have not lost a single game. Where does this attitude and this chest come from with Arsenal fans? It makes no sense whatsoever. I'm seeing people waffling that Saka's better than Foden. In which way? What's he better at? This fan base is so flipping annoying. Yeah, they're so annoying. Yeah, and they are the single biggest problem with this football club. And I've said it for years. They cry like babies about anyone who has an opinion that don't conform to the majority. Yeah, then they all go hiding when we lose. Then they're all the mouthiest online when we win. making out with the greatest thing in the world. Oh, yeah, I'd rather have Ben White than Carvajal. Do me a favour. Do me a favour. The shoehorning 8 or 9 players into combined 11s with Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, teams like that. What planet do these people live on? Like, seriously, it's jarring, man. It is jarring. They go from one extreme to another. Yeah, and then they've got the audacity to chat shit about me every day. Yeah, at least I'm consistent with my views. Yeah, at least I don't flip-flop. Yeah, when Lee, you overrate Real Madrid. Look, you've never... You overrate Real Madrid. Bro, no. I deal with factual information, my friend. There's a reason they got 14 Champions Leagues and Arsenal got none. There's a reason for that. There's a reason they're going to win the league this season. Let me guess. It's a shit league. It's the only answer these people come back with. It's that crap. It's that crap that even Villarreal can beat our Premier League teams, 2 of the 3 biggest clubs in England, Arsenal and Man United, en route to winning their first ever trophy. It's that rubbish that Sevilla pop Man United every time they play them. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, big up to everyone locked in. We are going to share Dan Potts' stream in a minute. Oh, bro, literally everyone underrates him. It's crazy. Bro, it is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Big up Matty in the chat, man. Come on, big up everyone locked in, man. I see you all in it. Come on. 1,000 people inside. Like the button. Like the like button. We're going to be here for a good hour cooking. It's marinating nicely. We've seasoned it. It's just slow burner at the minute. Arsenal have a better chance of the Champions League. It suits them better than Premier League teams because teams open up. Maybe. The only thing I will say is if you make one mistake in the Champions League, it's curtains. Whereas if you make a mistake in the Premier League, you've got a chance to catch up again, ain't you? But either way, Arsenal ain't winning any of them. But anyway, let's share Pops' stream. Let's listen to some of this absolute garbage that I was listening to last night. Wait, what an elite panel, by the way. Look at this panel. Bosh! Wait, one thing I will say, fair play to him for going on there. With all of them lot. With Jez, Kenny, Brandon, and Northside. Come on. Big up for him for going on there with all of them. But listen to some of this garbage. Oh, my days. Some of the rubbish. Let's go.
Really look at it, and when you really compare it to last season, yes, we have less points, but overall, the style of play and everything else, the reason why you guys are not as entertained is because you now have that expectation.
Right, let me stop right there. We're literally 5-10 seconds in. The reason we're not entertained is because we now have that expectation. Really? Funny that, because I'm pretty sure every single person on that panel, bar you, mate, has said we ain't winning the league. So what are you waffling about? Carry on.
Because
looking for an easy way to run Windows on Mac?
Pick up
Say
Potsy.
hello to
We're getting
Parallels
Potsy paid.
Desktop.
Make sure you sub to Dan's channel as well,
now,
guys.
it's not a surprise to you that we're at the top of the table. It's because now you expect us to challenge their health to a different standard. Hence, why you're looking at this season as a little bit more underwhelming than last season. Because last season, we were smashing it. We're just happy that we were in that situation.
We were just happy that we were in that situation. You do realise you support the 3rd biggest club in the country, didn't you, mate? Yeah, you do realise that we are 20 years deep without a title. You do realise, that we have done £600 million under this manager. You do also realise, that we have outspent pretty much every club on the planet, barring Man U, Chelsea, and PSG, since Arsene Wenger got potted from this football club. You do realise that, didn't you, mate? Because I don't think you do. I'm pretty sure you don't know that, do you? Because I know you like your stats. You were mentioning stats non-stop. But anyway, that dead Real Madrid team, that club that's so overrated, and you put 9 Arsenal players in your combined 11, yeah? Since 2012, have spent 134 million euros gross, more than Arsenal. Now look at what they've won. Now look at what we've won. It's almost like when you have a proper fan base, which, by the way, Real Madrid do because they own their football club. Yeah, the members of that football club are the owners of that football club. They then vote in their president. When you have elite fan base who vote in an elite level president, Don Perez, and then they hire an elite level manager and managers, i.e. Zidane, so on and so forth. It's almost like you actually achieve the aim of the sport, isn't it? Lee, Madrid are broke as well. I don't know who started this, but I've seen this a lot on the internet. Big up to Woody, man. Bro, if you think Real Madrid are skin, I can't help you, my friend. Because I'll tell you now, they could go and buy Mbappe and Haaland this summer, and it wouldn't even dent FFP. Yeah, I don't know who started this myth that Real Madrid are skin. They're not. They're not. But anyway, big up Yeti, man. They're called fair weather fans. Big up Yeti, man. Make sure you sub to Yeti's channel as well. Make sure you sub to Dan Potts' channel as well. Football's 12th man. It's like when you lot are funny, man. Big up TJ as well. Big up Lee. Yeah, come on, smash these likes up, guys. Come on. 1,300 people in here. Big up for the super chats as well. If I don't read them out straight away, I will come back to them. Appreciate it. But anyway, let's carry on. Arsenal fans started that move. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Real Madrid could genuinely go and drop 300 million on Erling Haaland this summer. Yeah, paying probably about 700 grand a week and still go and get Mbappe. And they ain't touching for FFP. It's nowhere near. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. You see the stadium revamp. Do you know how much money that's generated already? And they've not even had a whole season in it. Boy, jeez. Oh my days. Not only that, one of, if not both, of Luka Modric and or Tony Kroos are leaving at the end of the season. Well, there's nearly £1 million off the wage bill if they both go. Oh, there's Mbappe's wages for the week. Come on, man. Who started this crap? It's embarrassing. Anyway, let's carry on. Because this is, it goes on, well, we're on 55 minutes and it's an hour and 41. Let's go.
Now, yes, we're in third, but we're statistically, you can see that we're playing better. This team, if they were to face last year's team, they would have a much easier game.
Right. So statistically, you can see, that we're playing better. Well, statistically, we're not. And I'll tell you why. Because we've got 5 points less, Egal. Simple maths. Quick maths, mate. Quick maths. All right, to put that into context, by the way, because I know people love context on the internet when it suits them. Context. Here's the context. After 24 games last season, Arsenal had 57 points. We now have 52. So we're 5 worse off, yeah? The context, Man City had 52. And after 23 games, so they've played one less than when they had 52. Oh, you've guessed it. They're on 52. They're on 52. So we're playing better and Man City are not as good. This is all I keep hearing. They're not as good. We've bridged the gap. Well, we haven't, have we? Because they haven't had KDB for the whole season. Up until, February, end of Jan? He's already banged more goals and assists than most of our squad. Yeah? They didn't have Erling Haaland for 2 months. Yeah, he's come back and just gone, lovely. Hey, big up Saeed, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of hearing this guy chat absolute nonsense, mate. Let's carry on.
Last year's team might be able to score some goals, but against this Arsenal team, defensively, you're going to have less opportunities to even get a sniff against us. So we're head and shoulders a better team. You don't win based on only goals.
But this stage of season last season, defensively, we were quite the same as we were before.
Tell them, Kenny.
We actually have less goals conceded this season than last year.
But in terms of like defensively, we weren't too dissimilar to this season. Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba were banging form. It's after
we were much more open, were we?
The February. Actually, by this time we were conceding goals where the wheels came off. But this time it's less likely to happen because of the structure. But
the fitness.
The fitness. Let's talk about fitness, yeah? Fitness. This guy's a waffler, bro. Fitness. Where's Thomas Partey? Where's Smith Rowe? Does anyone know if Fabio Vieira is still alive? Has anyone seen him? Where's Tomiyasu? Because I'm sure he came back from the Asia Cup and he weren't in the squad. So where's he? Timber? Does anyone know where these players are? But because of the fitness. What fitness? Fitness of what? I've still not seen any of these super mutants post out the factual information of how many kilometers we've run on average after 24 games last season compared to this season. So this, we've got better fitness, is just a pipe dream for now until I see factual information on a screen from a legit source that says we are actually a fitter team. We run further. Yeah, we run harder, more sprints, etc., etc. From the first 24 games of last to 24 of this, I will not believe any of this. They're chatting bollocks. Anyway, let's carry on. Shall I play this on 1.5 times speed? I played it on 1.5 last night. Mate, let me see. Let me know in the chat if you can make sense of it in 1.5, yeah?
I was in what you said, Egal, about stats. You defended Saka and Odegaard by saying about stats. About people are saying that Odegaard had a bad season, but look at the stats.
Can I share something, Dan?
And when I spoke about
go for it.
We still ain't replaced the 7 goals and 7 assists from Granit Xhaka.
So what's this then? So what's this then?
Wait, what's this then? What's this?
If we haven't replaced goals and we're all of a sudden this terrible side in goal scoring, why do we have 1 more goal than we did last year at this point? Why do we have?
So we have 1 more goal and we've conceded 1 more. Wow. 1.25. All right, cool. We'll put it on 1.25. 1.25. Right, so basically, we have 1 goal more and we've conceded 1 goal less. Cool. So what does that tell you then, guys? It tells you we still ain't good enough to win the title. Because last season, we had 5 points more at this stage and didn't win it. Man City are level on points that they had this time last season, and they've played a game less so far this season. This guy chats absolute nonsense. Oh, look at this for a stat. We've scored 1 goal more, and we conceded 1 less. But apparently, this team is harder to score against, what, by 1 goal in 24 games. We're still nearly averaging a goal conceded a game, by the way. We're nearly a goal a game, by the way. Anyway, let's carry on.
We have 1 less goal conceded than we did last year. My point is, guys, guess what? Your eyes can deceive you at times because statistically, we are playing just as good as we were last year based on the numbers, but your performance is based on your emotions, on how you feel at the time. Because we drop points against teams that we weren't necessarily supposed to drop points against, but we beat teams like Liverpool and City, it looks worse. But in actual reality, we're there and thereabouts. Let's not go and say everything is terrible. Let's not go and say this team is shit.
No one said that. You're referencing a season that we didn't even get over the line. But you're referencing a season that we didn't even get over the line. Last season we lost to Brighton.
No, I'm referencing a season that everyone keeps screaming about.
Season, we still drop points against Aston Villa.
Northside, you can't do that now. You can't do that. Out of all people, you can't do that. You're the one person who always references last season.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You reference it in the point of improvement. You haven't seen an improvement from last season.
No, your reference of last season is as if we got over the line. I referenced last season in things that have regressed when I wanted progression from last season. And when I'm talking about goal scoring, I mainly talk about a lack of striker, the bench, where people said we went wrong last season. Yes, defensively, you can say we're a bit better, but at the same time, we are better defensively, but we still got holes. We still don't have another centre back. We still don't have another striker. The things that we was light on last season, we have not addressed. Another centre back, a striker, a right winger to rotate with Saka, another number 10, a deep line playmaker, somebody that can play the 6 like Granit Xhaka, but is better. We don't have someone that could do Xhaka's role better than Granit Xhaka last season. Granit Xhaka last season got 7 goals, 7 assists.
But we have a better player in Declan Rice.
We have Havertz. Maybe to you, Havertz is good enough for you because sometimes he puts up stats. But when he doesn't turn up, I think he was the worst player out of everybody against West Ham. I think we was carrying him. And anything he brought to the team of passing the ball, you can get anybody else doing that.
You want to know something?
Yeah, listen to this crap.
I feel like we have not addressed our weaknesses from last season.
Fact.
That is the problem. We're now banking on Trossard continuing to score goals. Why? Because we didn't get a striker. We need Odegaard to keep turning up. Why? Because we don't have somebody better than Odegaard to play in that position.
You want to know something? You want to know something? You're on the back foot. You're going to struggle. You're going to struggle to go around Europe.
Go on, Jess.
Better fit. For this team at this moment in time.
You're going to struggle to go around Europe and find a better fit than Martin Odegaard for this season for this team. What planet is this guy on? So you're telling me that James Maddison ain't better than Martin Odegaard? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me that Luka Modric ain't better? A 38-year-old Luka Modric who's sitting on the bench at Madrid right now? Yeah, you're telling me that if we didn't put Luka Modric, if we put Luka Modric in Arsenal, yeah, he wouldn't be doing better than what this guy's doing. Yeah, this guy has been absolutely dog shit all season. Yeah, all season. Yes, he's had some good games here and there. Yeah. And he scored how many goals? He's got how many assists? Oh, but he's created the most big chances. No, he hasn't. That again is a factually incorrect statement. That who scored account with the yellow tick that posted that is full of crap. Because if you go on Opta's website, Florian Wirtz's 21 created chances ahead of Martin Odegaard. Yeah? Well, I'd rather believe Opta than some account that just farms interactions by chatting crap. But now that's the narrative within our fan base. Martin Odegaard has created 43 chances this season. Woohoo, the most in top 5 leagues. No, he hasn't. Until the weekend just gone, Florian Wirtz has got the most, and he's got 64, which is another 50% of what Odegaard's done this season. What are we waffling about? So you're telling me we couldn't put Wirtz in our team, couldn't put Musiala in our team? We've struggled to find someone better than Martin Odegaard. Is this what we're saying? This is ridiculous. Listen, this is the delusion. You don't see this guy when Arsenal are losing. He ain't on the terrace. Terry Flewers was posting out, I need a fan, an Arsenal fan, for the Big Six show a couple of weeks back. Yeah, when we were getting banged left, right, and centre. Where did they all disappear to? Oh, they were all busy. Oh, they were all busy were they all busy that week? Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. All right, let me fast forward it.
Fortunately, we didn't know he was going to get a knee injury. We signed 2 midfielders in Kai Havertz and Declan Rice. And Declan Rice is a massive upgrade on Xhaka. You guys all did not rate Xhaka. Everyone on this panel rates Declan Rice as one of the best midfielders in the league. We can all admit that Thomas Partey has injury issues and he's been gone for the whole season. Last year, we had a fit Thomas Partey for 33 games. So if you want to say that is a miss from last season, fair. But when you say Xhaka, guess what? Xhaka has been replaced, and his output is currently being replaced by Declan Rice. Has
so why
4
didn't he play in that position?
Okay, no, sir. Let's just come in.
Let me say my final point. My final point. You wanted to talk about, we don't have a winger. We don't have this. Guess what? In our biggest game of the season, when we needed somebody else to step up for Bukayo Saka, who was out, what did we start doing? We started playing Jesus as a winger. We lack goals, right?
Okay, wait. We played Jesus as a winger. How many goals has Jesus got this season? How many goals has he got this season? He's been out 3 times this season, I think, with an injury. 3 times. He's had 2 knee surgeries on the same knee since he's been here, and he has been absolutely crap, Jesus. Bar the odd little fleeting appearance here and there against Sevilla away and Man United at home. Yeah, he's been absolutely bang average since he returned from his knee surgery, his first knee surgery last season, when we dropped Trossard, who was our player of the month for March, and we didn't see him again until the end of April because we put in Gabby Jesus, who did absolutely fuck all in that running, and he's done next to fuck all this season. But don't worry, we can put... Oh, no, we can't put him on the wing, can we? Because now he's injured again. Cool. It's almost like it's a recruitment issue here, isn't it? Anyway, let's carry on.
But this team still has the same amount of goals as last season. And City, who have a striker, who have Erling Haaland, only have two or three more goals than us. Mo Salah has done Liverpool. They only have 2 more goals than us. Guess what? You don't win a league by one individual scoring you 20 goals. You win a league as a collective. Defending and scoring goals as a collective will benefit us more than one individual stepping up and scoring 20 goals every year.
Really? Really? Is that the case? Is that what we're saying? Really? So you're telling me that if we didn't have Erling Haaland in our team, yeah, if we had Erling Haaland in our team, yeah, you're telling me we'll have to share the goals around Erling. I'm really sorry, mate. Yeah, we're not going to be able to feed you all the time, mate. You're gonna have to sit on the bench a few times because we have to get Gabby Jesus in there. We have to get Eddie up front as well. We have to rotate the squad. We have to keep everyone happy. And we have to spread the goals out. This guy chats absolute dog shit. What is he waffling about? Anyone in this chat that has watched Man United and watched Arsenal, yeah, or any other team that has won the Premier League over the last God knows how many years, yeah, which team normally wins it? Oh, yeah, it's the one with the top goal scorer in it. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Yeah, and Haaland was injured for 2 months. Furthermore, their best player in terms of creativity, yeah, has been out from the start of the season all the way through till the end of January. What is he waffling about? So yeah, cool. Right now on paper, Egal, after 24 games, oh, by the way, they've played one less and have the same points as they had last season after playing 24, not 23. And they won a treble. We won nothing. Yeah. But don't worry, we've bridged the gap because we've scored 1 goal more and conceded 1 goal less than we did at this stage last season. And we're level with Man City on points. We're level on goal difference. Liverpool have only scored a goal or 2 more. Woohoo, yay. Yeah. Watch Man City absolutely walk this league again. Because people like him, there are millions of that on the internet. Yeah. Chatting absolute crap every day. And the media team at every football club scours through the internet every day. They're happy. They're happy. They're happy. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, cool. Stan Kroenke approves, by the way. He loves this guy. Stan Kroenke must absolutely love this guy because he's doing all of the PR for that football club, along with all the other millions of people that are thinking exactly the same. I think everyone's forgotten here. We have gone 20 years without winning a title. 20. We have gone 30 years without winning anything in Europe. And yes, we are still there or thereabouts. We're in Europe. We're third in the league. But here's the issue. If we don't win anything, he's going to still be happy. And that's my problem. Because if we don't win anything, I don't care whether there's context. Like that word needs to be banned. Context. There needs to be context. No, the context is you either win or you didn't. There's your context. Did you win a title? No. So you lost. No. But did you win or did you not? So you didn't win. So you lost then. Pretty simple. It's black and white, mate. The history books don't tell you. But context. What are you waffling about, man? Sick and tired of it. Big up Liban Ahmed as well for the donation, bro. Appreciate it, man. Hey, 1800 in here. Get these likes up, guys. I'm going to be here for another 40 minutes at least. Another 40 minutes at least. We're going to cook this guy sensationally. Needs more hate towards our club. The hates are wasteful. The praises are useless. No clue why our fan base crave validation. Bunch of losers, bro. They're just looking for the most traction on the internet, and the easiest way to get the most traction on the internet is be a super sickly, toxic, positive mutant. Now look at me. I'm repping the club. Yay! Doesn't matter if we don't win anything. I'm going to tell everyone we're great and Bukayo Saka's better than Foden. Oh dear! I put a tweet out. Yeah, somebody saying Bukayo Saka. Oh, England don't deserve Bukayo Saka. Listen, it ain't my fault. Ivory Coast beat you guys. It really ain't. Ain't my fault. Ain't my fault. It's crazy. Unbelievable, Jeff. Big up the Dugout Football channel as well. Cook him. Just looks like, what the fuck is he talking about? Bro, I swear to God, yeah, this goes on for quite a while. So get your popcorn out, lads. Get a cold beer. Get a bottle of water, whatever's your poison. Well, that's not poisonous. Well, that depends. If it's tap water, it could be. And yeah, sit back and relax because we're going to cook this guy spectacularly. Because he is the one, fair play to him for putting his face out there. Yeah, I respect anyone who puts their face on the internet. Yeah, and actually chats on camera. Yeah, fair play for him for going on there with 5 people that are on the actual, yeah, we want the manager gone, mate. Yeah, so fair play. I know what it's like to go on there when it's 5 against 1. Yeah, I've done it on the football terrace. By the way, he was one of them. And we put all 5 of them in the bin. Vete a la mierda. Para siempre, hijo de putas. Easy pickings, bruv. Easy pickings. Big up to the Dugout Football channel. Sub to that channel as well, people. Sub to that channel. Big up Luke Skywalker as well. Smash the likes. Come on. Smash these likes up. Big up for that, bro. And yeah, I'm sick and tired of it. Every day. Every day, man. It's jarring. Anyway, let's carry on.
Go on, Jez.
Yeah, it's all great sitting here. Like, there's one statistical difference from this point in time last season. Right? Did we win the league last year?
Tell him, Jez.
That's not my point. I'm comparing it to the regression that you guys were speaking about.
I'm asking you a question.
No, we didn't.
Okay, cool. So we didn't. Cool.
But that's not my point.
This year?
What?
Are we going to win it this year?
We still can.
We can, But are we going to? Because you like to.
I can't predict the future, my friend. That's the reality.
Well, the fact remains, statistically, as you like your statistics, mathematics, right? Man City have a game in hand, right?
Yep.
If we win every game, right? If we win every
we win the league.
No, we don't. Because you've forgotten Liverpool. This is how thick this guy is at times, bruv. Listen, what are you waffling about? If we win every game, we finish above City. Because we would have beaten City in that run. He's forgotten Liverpool. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? And people believe this crap. The Premier League table tells me right now that Liverpool are 2 points ahead of us. So if Arsenal win every game, Man City win every game apart from the game against us, we finish above them. In fact, hold up. Hold up. Yes, we would finish above them. Actually, it depends on goal difference, in fact. Hold on. They've got a game in hand. So if they win all of their games apart from the game against us, they could still finish above us if we win all of our games. They genuinely could still finish above us. What is he waffling about? And then you've got to add in Liverpool as well, because if Liverpool, let's say everyone wins all their games from now on, but Man City lose to us. That's the only game they lose and they win every game. Well, they can't because they play Liverpool. But either way, Arsenal still don't win the title. Arsenal still do not win the title. Because Man City have got a game in hand. That put them 3 points clear of us. Plus their goal difference would have gone up by, let's say, they win 1-0. So their goal difference would be one better. Well, let's say we beat them 1-0. Well, we're still level on points with them. Now it comes down to goals scored. Which is why they're above us in the first place. Goals scored. Now they play Liverpool. Like, come on, man. It's fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Who cares? Holy shit, just be happy. How about fuck yourself? How about that? How about that? Happy Valentine's Day. Buy yourself a dildo and go forth and multiply with it, mate. Have a double unskippable lad. Bosh. Obviously, he's come from the Mutant channel. Why don't you go back to the Mutant channel? Because they're all knee sliding around the fucking marble, mate. Yeah, chatting absolute bollocks. Oh, yes, well, Saka's better than Foden. It was all in our hands. How about that, mate? How about jog on? Don't like what I'm saying. Don't watch it. And if you do want to watch it, you can do what I'm doing. You can set up a YouTube channel and then roast me for my opinions on your YouTube channel. How about that, mate? How about that? Anyway, let's carry on with this absolute waffle. Right, I want to speed this up a little bit. I want to get to there. I think it's there.
Prove more to you, and you don't have as much belief as I do. So no matter what, if you guys want to call it delusion, you want to call it hope, whatever you want to call it.
I look at realism because
no, but the realism would have told you would have wanted the manager sacked a year ago.
Up for 1 minute, will you?
Okay.
Right, we've got Burnley away, Newcastle home, Sheffield United away, Brentford home, Chelsea home, right? Man City away. If we cock up in any one of those 5 games, Burnley, Newcastle, Sheffield, Brentford, we're in the crack.
Fact, because the next 2 games after that would then be Chelsea and Man City. Then what? Now listen to this. Listen to this. This had me in tears. Is this the bit about Burnley? This is the bit about Burnley. I'm going to absolutely kill him. Real quick with facts.
But we dropped points 2 games. We went winless in 7 games, and we're still only 5 points off top. Now we're 2 points off top off the back of that. Why is it everything spun in a negative?
Because we're 20 years without a title. What are you missing, mate? What are you missing? Not only that, this is the same guy. Yeah, this is the same guy that at the start of the season said, yeah, and listen, we all get predictions wrong. I said Man United would be above Arsenal this season. I can hold my hands up and say, yep, cool, got that mad wrong. But this is the same guy that said Liverpool will not be anywhere near Man City this season. Well, how comes they're top then? How comes they're top? How comes they're top? Yeah, because, oh, yeah, we forgot about Liverpool. Don't worry about Liverpool. Yeah, and this is the thing. These people, yeah, do not be shocked if Liverpool go and win the title. I don't think they will, but don't be shocked. Because nobody's given them a chance. Nobody's given us a chance. The difference is their managers got over the line before. Ours ain't. It's almost like if you get a better manager that's got experience, yeah, and actually managed a football club before, yeah, like, I don't know, Simeone and Inzaghi. Oh, but they don't want him. I put a tweet out about that one. Yeah, that's like Mikel Arteta don't keel over and drop dead today. Yeah, otherwise we're finished. Might as well fold the club, shut up shop. Yeah, because every manager you give to these people, they dismiss and put in the bin. But what did he do it and then insert club? Well, you can't do that about Simeone, Simeone and Inzaghi, can you? Because he's won at both clubs he's been at. So now it's, oh, you're making out, yeah, that 3 community shields in Italy, yeah, is now an achievement. Really? You lot were flipping, literally with the tissue out, the Vaseline, yeah, like literally gnawing it off, mate, yeah, rubbing yourselves off, yeah, for 2 community shields. Oh, but he's won 3 trophies. No, he ain't. He's won 1 trophy, the FA Cup. He binned the whole team, and he's won nothing since. Yeah. So now they can't use the, but what did Inzaghi do at X club? Because he's actually won at both clubs. So now it's, oh yeah, but they're just Italian community shields. Let me tell you the difference between the community shield in England and the Super Cups in other countries. One is a competitive football match played under competitive rules, and one is a charity game. Yeah, a charity game played under friendly rules. Not hard to work out. Even a mutant can figure it out. Jesus Christ. Oh, not only that, the charity game, yeah, it was changed from Charity Shield to Community Shield because, believe it or not, they weren't giving enough of the money to charity. And it's at the curtain raiser of the season, whereas the actual cups in Super Cups abroad are played mid-season when it's more competitive. It's not rocket science. These mutants chat absolute crap. Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to reply. They never said it on that tweet, yeah? But why would he leave Inter? Excuse me? You lot keep telling us that the only team you fear in Europe is Man City. So why wouldn't he leave Inter? Yeah, these people chat absolute bollocks. Exactly. Mate, Arsenal shared it with Tottenham in 91. These people chat rubbish. Wish Arsenal wins the league and makes Lee happy. Bro, so do I, because I've got that 2004 bottle of Cristal sat in the basket on a website. Yeah, and it's been sat there since March last year. It's been sat in the basket since March last year. The 2004 vintage Cristal. And we will sit there with the fattest Cuban cigar, yeah, and that bottle of Cristal and watch the meltdown in my chat from all these absolute off-key, deranged mutants, jobless, fatherless mutants, saying, how dare you celebrate? Shut up as I drink in 700 euros worth of tears, mate. Cheers. Bosh. Have some of that. Smash the likes up. We're here to take it all the way to the end of this damn pot stream, by the way, and we've still got about half an hour to go. Cheese. Hey, we're here. We're here for it, guys. Now, the missus is working, so I can just chill for now. Then we're going to go and have some dinner. I cooked up a nice steak last night. Cooked up a nice steak this afternoon. I've got a bit of steak. I might actually go and get that out of the fridge. I'm getting a bit peckish, and I'm probably going out for steak tonight. Banging the steaks at the minute. Maybe Salt Bay might rock up. Do you know what I mean? Like pull out his sword, play with the meat, and then serenade me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go and spark a cigarette. Unfortunately, my lighter died, so I've got to go and do it off the toaster. Don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. We are cooking this guy for another half an hour at least. Yeah, I'm sick to death of the rubbish, the lies, the false narratives, yeah, and the absolute delusion. I do not know where this guy gets all this energy and chest and confidence for Arsenal from, because it can't be based on facts. And it ain't. Yeah, I have to light off the toaster. My lighter's run out of gas. A little bit like Arsenal last season, eh? Anyway, pause all the way. Yeah, come on. I'll be back in 1 second, yeah? Right, I'm going to share Dan Potts' channel link as well. So it's only right that I'm sharing most of his content. So I'm going to get his channel link for you guys right now. Make sure you sub to Dan's channel, yeah, because he is absolutely smashing it at the minute. So make sure you go and check out Dan's channel. He's going live shortly as well, actually. But let me get the channel link. Football's 12th Man podcast. He is currently on 15.9k subs, yeah? So make sure you sub to Dan's channel. Proper nice geezer as well. Got a lot of time for Dan. Links in the chat. Make sure you sub to my pinned comment. That's my second channel. Like the video. And we've got 1900 in here. Let's go. Let's keep cooking. Let's keep cooking, guys. All right, big up Hussam in the chat. These mutants are mutating, bruv. They need exterminating, and we're here to exterminate them. Big up my darling Debs as well. Don't be like that. They're just upset because they know it's going to happen. Bottle jobs. This is the thing, right? Wait till we get towards the end of this video, yeah, and listen to the absolute nonsense this geezer comes out with. All right, big up Debs. Big up Debs. Or at least Man City won last night. This Man City won last night. If Arsenal draw and Liverpool win any week, Liverpool back up 4 points. Exactly. Bro, that's what I'm saying, Mike. Yeah, Arsenal draw one game, we're done. We can't afford to drop points in any game. We just got to keep winning. Every single game. Every single game. Every single game. But anyway, big up, man. Make sure you sub to Dan's channel, people, yeah? The link's in the chat. But anyway, let's carry on cooking. Let's carry on cooking.
What if we win? I'm just putting facts. I'm putting facts. I'm putting realism. You live in a different world to me because you're on cloud nine. I'm not. I've been there. I've seen Arsenal for way, way, way long time. I'm just putting it out there to you. I'm giving you the fact and the platform, right? Burnley away is never an easy game.
It should be for us.
It should be.
Mate, I'm telling you fucking hits. Excuse me for swearing. Sorry. I'm giving you facts of history, man. Look at what
is it an easy game for Man City?
Right. Is it an easy game for Man City, Burnley away? Yeah, cool. Well, I did my fact finding last night. Since 2014, they've lost one game away to Burnley. One. They've drawn one and won 6 in all competitions. Scoring 17, conceding 5. So yes, Egal, Burnley away is an easy game for Man City. Burnley away has statistically not been a very easy game for Arsenal, has it, though, mate? Yeah, it should be. Well, factually, it is an easy game for Man City. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Yeah, Northside's dying, bro. He's killing me. Let's go.
We're not Man City. We're Arsenal.
We are now.
We're Arsenal, man.
Expect those standards, bro. When we go,
man's talking about standards. Oh my days, this guy is shameless. Expect those standards. This is all in HD, by the way. 4K. Man's sitting there talking about standards. Standards, yeah? Standards.
Go to Burnley away. We need to come back with a win minimum. None of this, it's a hard game. We're coming back with a win minimum. We go to West Ham away. We slap them 6-0. We go away to from any lower half team. You guys talk about standards. I expect a win away from home against every team in the league except for City. From now.
Wow. Caught in 4K, guys. Caught in 4K. He expects to win every single away game from now to the end of the season, apart from Man City. All right, let's put a stream marker on that so I can clip that particular segment. There we go. 49 minutes 50. Happy days. We've got all the receipts, guys, because let's see the flip-flopping when it don't happen. Yeah, I've clipped it, N17. Don't worry, that's clipped. Yeah, that's clipped. 1 sec. Let me get my cigarettes, man. Let me get my cigarettes. This guy, bro, is being cooked deliciously. Caught in 4K, guys. He expects to win. Man's talking about standards. Man City, we should expect them standards from them, yeah? The same standards, yeah? Caught in 4K, Egal. Caught in 4K, my friend. caught in 4K. He expects to win every single away game from now till the end of the season, apart from Man City. But why can't we beat Man City, Egal? Why don't you expect to beat Man City? You're talking about standards. You just said 10 seconds before that, that, is Burnley a tough away game for Man City? Like, come on, man. Seriously, man. Embarrassing. Don't worry, I've got all the receipts. Yeah, it's Northside. I'll send them to Northside as well, bruv. Yeah, listen, these people chat absolute rubbish. So when this doesn't happen and we don't win every away game, which we're not going to, let's just be real with it. We ain't winning every away game from now to the end of the season. Ain't happening. Ain't happening.
To the end of the season, even the North London derby, I expect a win. We did it last year. I expect it again. And if we don't win, no excuses. You're not going to see me sitting here saying excuses. I'm going to criticize this whole thing where I'm living on cloud nine. No, I'm actually showing more standards than you guys right now because I'm expecting this team to get over the line.
Yeah.
That's not standards, Egal. That's delusion, mate. You're expecting. Yeah. Now listen to this.
I am
Egal.
to win. I want my team to win. Yeah, I haven't seen my team win for 20 years. Right? Fact remains is I'm just asking you a basic question. The facts are there. I get it. I agree with you. Yeah, from last season, this season, great, fantastic. But the point I'm trying to say to you is we cannot guarantee this is going to be our bloody season.
Nobody can.
Well, that's what
Man
I'm saying.
City can't even guarantee it.
Yes, they can. What is he talking about? Man City can guarantee that. They guarantee they're going to win something this season. 100% Man City will be armpits at the end of the season with at least one trophy. They can guarantee that. They can. And I'll tell you why they can guarantee that. Because they've won 5 out of the last 6. Yeah, they've won 7 trophies in the last 12 months. What is he talking about? They do. How many trophies they won under Pep? What is he talking about? It's guaranteed. Do you know why it's guaranteed? Because they know how to get over the line. They do what it takes to get over the line. Yeah, they know how to cross the line every year. Every single season. Every single season. And the reason they get over the line is because they are run properly and their fan base are now at a level where the standards have been set and their fans will not accept anything less. Yeah, it's embarrassing for the rest of us because our fans will sit there. Oh, if we win nothing, get beat. But we put the pressure on again. Didn't we used to laugh at Tottenham for this? Tottenham finished above us 4 years in a row. Got to a Champions League final. Yeah, we're in a title race. And our fans were sitting there laughing all over the internet, far and wide. Yeah. Telling everyone, yeah, but they didn't win anything. Didn't win anything, mate. Put the pressure on FC. Well, ain't that what we are now then? Ain't that what we are? Yeah, because when was the last time we actually won anything? Yeah, Man City won more trophies in the last 12 months than we've won in the last 20 years.
But Egal, if we win all our games and Man City win all their games, I think Jez is right the first time because Man City have got a game in hand on us, right?
Exactly.
So that means if they win their game, so that means it will go down to goal difference then.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's going to be difficult because they score a ridiculous amount of gols.
No, they don't.
Let me have it right.
This is where he contradicts himself. This is where he contradicts himself. He's literally sat there 10 minutes ago telling everyone, yeah, we've only scored 3 goals less than Man City. So don't we score a ridiculous amount of goals as well then, Egal? You've just been sitting there waxing lyrical about pumping West Ham 6-0. Yeah, we've scored 2 goals less than Liverpool and 3 less than City. So which one is it, mate? Which one is it?
I don't think Arsenal win all their games, and I don't think Man City will win all their games, right? Personally, I really don't. Well, that's obvious because we play each other, but you get what I mean? Even after that game we play each other, I still think both teams may drop points. But I honestly believe that Arsenal need to be pretty much flawless. Like, we can't be going to Burnley away and dropping points. We can't be going to Newcastle and Brentford at home, like last season, drawing 0-0 and drawing 1-1. That cannot happen because we will not win the league if we draw to Newcastle and Brentford. But my question is to the panel, and Brandon, I'll bring you in and then Northside. I've got a question here which I think could be a good one to end on, which People are begging me to ask. Super chat's coming here. What are the latest odds? Arsenal double, Premier League and UCL.
0.
I have no idea.
Less than 2%.
I wouldn't put your money on.
Why is it less than 2%, Egal? Why is it less than 2%? I thought we were a super team. You put 9 Arsenal players in a Real Madrid combined 11, so surely we're favourites for the Champions League then, right?
Them doing the double there, but
you're also saying that if we win all our games, we could win the league. Yeah, but then we will win the league. But then you're also saying 10 minutes later it's going to be difficult because it go down to goal difference and they score a ridiculous amount of goals. They've scored 3 goals more than us. What are you talking about? Now, surely the odds will be high for you, right? Right, then, it's a higher chance based on your logic that Arsenal could do a double. Surely, based on your words.
You put your money on what you want, mate. But this is a question. This is a good question, which will spark a last sort of 10-minute debate. Dan, answer this question, says Miles. What should happen if we don't win a trophy this season? Now, obviously, he's talking about the manager, and he's talking about because I believe he is anyway.
Right, let's go to a Egal's segment. Northside basically said bin him anyway. Right, here we go.
The key players have been their attack. Their attack has been holding
together. We're one centre-back injury away from playing Kivior, mate.
Bro, so Kivior is 10 times better whatever they have to play. Don't even try that. Don't even try that. Okay? You guys can't even name. You can't. They just don't have
He's talking about
the level of consistency defensively as us. Right now, they are one centre-back injury away from having to play academy kids. They don't have a midfield. Their midfield is decimated with.
Right, just deep this, yeah? He's talking about Liverpool. They don't have the level of consistency defensively. They've conceded 1 goal more than us. They've conceded 1 goal more than us. But they don't have a level of consistency defensively, but they've conceded 1 goal more than Arsenal. 1 goal. But they don't have that level of consistency defensively. So on that basis alone then, 1 goal, neither do we then. What is he talking about? They're top of the league. Their midfield's not great, apparently. They ain't got the level of defensive stability and consistency. Yet they're 2 points ahead of us, and they've conceded 1 goal, 1 goal less, and they've scored 2 goals more. What is he talking about? Anyway, let's carry on because this is hilarious. But I want you to listen in a minute to what he says if Arsenal don't win anything.
Injuries at this moment in time, and their key players have been their attack. Their attack has been holding together.
We're one centre-back injury away from playing Kivior, mate.
Bro, Kivior is 10 times better whatever they have to play. Don't even try that. Don't even try that. Okay? You guys can't even name their backup centre-back. Can you name it?
Do you know what they do have, Egal, that we don't have? They've got players that have got experience of getting over the line. They've got a manager that actually achieves something.
Look at our performances. Versus big teams compared to Liverpool and City. This is why I have faith, because this might actually suit us. Coming in from behind might actually suit us. The pressure is not on us.
Pause. What did he say? That was a hard pause right there, lads. That was a hard pause right there, lads. Oh my days. This guy's lost. He's actually lost, isn't he? Big up to Corbin, man. He says, if Arsenal can't get Tony, who's your next choice? Under this manager, don't give him another penny, bro. Do not give him another penny. Depends what manager we bring in. But yeah, I want Ivan Toney at Arsenal, but I don't want this manager to spend another penny, mate. Big up for the super chat, bro. Big up to Thermal as well. Curtis said we had a red Tottenham. Yeah, facts. We put the pressure on FC, innit? Big up Curtis as well, man. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you smash these likes up as well, guys. Right, this is funny. Let's carry on.
Need to do our job. Consistently do our job. I would rather be the person who has expectations, but dreams big and gets hurt, than be the guy who's sitting there saying, "Oh, I have no expectations," protecting myself from pain, and then later on saying, "Oh, the manager has to be sacked." I think that's ridiculous.
Are
The
you referring to me?
Not
You're referring to me. Northside wants to smoke.
only does Mikel Arteta not deserve to be sacked, if we don't win the league this year, we're going to be even in a better situation next year because we're going to have the striker. There's going to be no Klopp. There's going to be no Liverpool. There's going to be a City team that's maybe one year older. And this Arsenal team, as much as you guys don't want to hear it, it's still a very young core that's just getting better. So overall, I don't think this manager is going anywhere. I think even if we don't get over the line, which a lot of you guys on this panel have said we're not going to get over the line and are going to rant and rave about it after we don't do, even though you predicted it, I'm not going to go and throw the baby out of the bathwater because I believe the window of opportunity for this team is still very much open. And this manager, as you guys have said, is a couple pieces away from having a complete team.
No,
so why would you then
rate the manager
destroy
Egal.
the whole trajectory of this project and go for the unknown?
Egal, let me just ask you this quickly then. Let me just ask quickly before I bring Jez in lastly, right? Let me just ask you quickly. I don't feel like sacking Mikel Arteta. This isn't going to happen, by the way. I think he's here whatever, right? Yeah. But let's just say we did sack him and we brought somebody else in. I don't think we start again because the players aren't all going to leave. They're going to go, right, where are we at? And we've still got a foundation of a good team. And you add a couple of pieces to it with another manager. I don't care who it is. I don't want to start going on names. And then you go and try and win again. Because I think some people think, if Arteta leaves, the club's finished.
Listen to this.
He's a big part of the club. He's a big part of the club. He's the one doing he's part of the recruitment for the summer already. He's verbally already spoke to the Real Sociedad guy, Zubamendi. He's already doing recruitment for the summer. You're telling me the person who's doing recruitment for the summer doesn't have guarantees, doesn't have a new contract potentially coming on.
He's staying. I've just said he's staying. I'm saying he's staying. But for me, what I don't agree with is if Arteta goes, the club goes. No.
This is what goes. If Arteta goes, the direction that he had this team going in is going to slightly change. You're going to have a new manager. And if that manager is a win-now manager, he might not be willing to work with some of the players. We might need...
Okay, he might not be willing to work with some of the players. Maybe because they're not win-now players, mate. How about that? What is he talking about? What is he talking about? He's talking about basic football management and how football clubs are run. You get rid of a manager, the next manager comes in, he says, I don't rate that one, he don't fit what I want. I don't rate that one, he don't fit what I want. He can stay, give him a new contract, get rid of him. Oh, and I want that player, and that player. What are you talking about, mate? This is basics. He's talking about Zubamendi. I will bet any of you lot right now, Zubamendi ain't coming to Arsenal in the summer. I can tell you that right now. Let's carry on because it gets worse.
Need to bin off some of the players that Mikel Arteta has recently brought in, and we might start playing a different type of way. So
a winning way.
Person who's going to be hiring the manager, is it going to be friggin' Vinay's not here, Raul Sanelli's not here? Who's actually in charge of Arsenal? In my opinion.
Hold on, Vinay is still here, bro. He's here till the end of the season.
The people in charge of Arsenal are Arteta, Edu, what do you call it? Per Mertesacker. Those are the three.
Per Mertesacker's in charge. What? My head hurts, lads. So Edu, Arteta, and Per Mertesacker are running Arsenal Football Club. Is that what he's just saying? Is that what he's just said?
And Arteta, and everything goes under them. Josh Kroenke just oversees it. He doesn't have an actual input, too much input in the club. The board of directors.
How do you know that? How do you actually know that?
Everybody, they're just there. They're figures.
So the board of directors are just figures. They're statues. They don't do anything. They just sit there. What is he talking about? So he's telling the whole world, right? He's telling the whole world that Per Mertesacker, Arteta, and Edu are the three people that are running Arsenal Football Club. Boy, let's hope they stay forever then. Otherwise, we're finished, lads. We're finished.
They don't actually call the shots. Who calls the shots? It's Arteta and Edu. Who put this team together. Arteta and Edu, who raised the standards of the club back to where we're supposed to be. Arteta, Edu.
They're safe.
Who raised the standards back to where they're supposed to be? Bruv, we were doing this under Wenger fucking 7 years ago. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? In fact, if you go to 5 years before Mikel Arteta, we were actually better. 2 FA Cups, not 1. A Europa League semi. A League Cup final. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? 5th and 6th place. Finished 3rd. Yeah, finished 4th. What is he talking about? The 5 years of Mikel Arteta, 1 FA Cup, 8th, 8th, 5th, 2nd. What is he waffling about? These people chat rubbish. There's millions of people like this guy that think exactly like this, by the way. And I don't know whether they're doing it as a game, yeah, or whether they are actually that dense and that deluded to think that they actually believe this. And if Mikel Arteta, God forbid Mikel Arteta doesn't get sacked. God forbid he doesn't walk away. Hopefully he's all right, like healthy wise and all of that. Because if he gets you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't want that. I don't wish that on anyone. But let's hope and pray that everything is all rosy. Otherwise, we are finished, lads. We're going to have to shut shop. He said 5 minutes ago, yeah, no Klopp next season. That's the end of Liverpool. His words. Yeah, no Liverpool next season. His words. Cool. Let's carry on.
In your eyes, whatever happens then, Egal.
Bro, the reality is they have to start delivering, but they don't have the complete team yet. You guys have all been complaining about the striker.
5 years. 5 years, and he hasn't.
Guess what? The reality of the situation is it could take us another 7 years to win a league. On top of this,
why would it take another 7 years ago? You just said 10 minutes ago. Klopp's going, so that's one manager out the way. Man City are going to be another year older, yeah, and we've still got a young core of players and blah blah blah. So why would it take 7 years ago? Tell us that. Why would it take 7 years? It's just said that Liverpool are going to fall off a cliff when Klopp goes next season, and Man City will be 1 year older, and a lot of their players are coming towards the end. Yeah, and we've got a young core. Cool. Let's have a little check of the average age of Liverpool's squad, because I genuinely don't know. Liverpool FC transfer marked. Let's have a look. Club profile. I've never genuinely checked this. Right, Liverpool's average age is 25.8. 25.8, yeah? Now let's have a look at Man City. Man City transfer mark. 25.8. Remember that? 25.8. Man City's is 26.8. Cool. Now let's have a look at Arsenal. Arsenal transfer marked. There we go. Club profile. 25.3. So Man City have got what? 1.5 on us. Cool. 1 year and a half, there or thereabouts. Liverpool have got less than half a year on us. What is he talking about? It's not like the average age of these squads are 30. They're all within a year and a half of each other. What is he talking about? What is he genuinely talking about? The average age of Man City's squad is 26.8 years. What is he talking about? It's not like it's 36.8 or even 28.8. The average age is 20. In fact, the average age is going to get even younger because now they've signed Savio. He's only 19. He's only 19. Then they're going to bring Yan Couto back off loan. Well, he's only 20 or 21. The average age is going to dip. Yeah, Scott Carson, exactly. How old Scott Carson, lads? They'll get rid of Scott Carson in the summer as well. This is hilarious. He just looked at Salah, KDB, Van Dijk. Yeah, made an assumption, as usual. Exactly. Selling Phillips as well. Exactly. Oh, yeah, that lad as well from Argentina. Yep. It's just ridiculous. These people need to be called out for their BS every day. We're a couple of pieces away every year. Exactly, Gav. You know what I'm saying? Big up for the super chat, bro. Every year, we're a couple of pieces away. Bro, you're saying we haven't got a complete squad yet. How much more money do you need? He also sat there and said it could take another 7 years. Why? Klopp's leaving. Liverpool are finished. Your words. That's no more Liverpool. Man City are another year older. The reason why Man City keep cleaning up is because they're levels clear of us and every other team in the Premier League. That's why. Because in the board level, because you're saying our board are statues. His words, yeah? He said that. They don't really have any influence. They're my friends, if that is the case, based off of his own words. Yeah, because we go off of their own words, not hypotheticals. His words were, Per Mertesacker, Edu, and Mikel Arteta run this football club. Josh don't really have too much of a say, and the board of directors, yeah, and all the hierarchy around that, yeah, they're just basically statues. Cool. Well, let me tell you now, mate. Man City got about 8 million quid for Calvin Phillips on loan. How much would we have got? Maybe they're respected in the board level and they're not statues, and our lot are statues and ain't respected, hence why we have our pants pulled down. Anyway, let's carry on because this is exciting. We've got a few minutes left, 10, 15 to go.
If we sack the manager and we start bidding off players, there's no guarantee your way is going to work. So why break something if it's not broken?
Why break something that's not broken? No guarantee it's going to work. Bro, tell me what this guy's done. How is it working? He hasn't got us over the line.
Man,
Jez, I'll let you come in, man, Jez. But let me just throw this comment in very quickly, Jez, before you go. This is what I don't get with some people, right? Jules, Potts is wrong. These players are used to a system. There's no telling what a new manager could bring to this team. Exactly. You could look at that both ways. A new manager can come in and it can go tits up. A new manager can come in and you go, bloody hell, he's the guy who's got us over. Arteta's done great to build this team, but look at this guy, he's taken us across the line. We don't know that. We can't predict the future. So never be scared of change, man. Never be scared of change, because otherwise you end up 20 years without a Premier League title and 30 years without a European trophy. Go on, Jez.
Yeah, it's an interesting point. I just want to, as a comment that came in, good, it's an interesting comment. It's a while back. Stu MC, Invincibles themselves were bargains. Lauren, Colo Torre, Campbell, I know contract. Gilberto Perez Lundberg, Syria A rejects like Omri, Bergkamp, and Vieira. Why do Arsenal fans clamour for money throwing? Well, let's get it right. At that point in time,
Bergkamp was a reject. What is he?
We had those players. We had an elite manager. We had a manager who had a winning mentality. That is the fact. He had tactical awareness.
Right, let's speed it back up to Egal. So I want to listen to this BS.
Bought him in 10-11 from Everton. I thought, what the hell are we doing buying this clown? He was crap at Everton. Well, he wasn't crap, but he was not great. And we brought him in, right? Levels. Yeah, fantastic. Great buy. Fantastic. No, sorry. If you don't win anything this season, go. I've had enough
Thank
of
you.
it. It'll be 5 years, man. 5 years. Let's put the cards on the table here, mate. Right? Let's talk about some facts. You like your facts. Right?
Can I give you one fact though? Richard Garlick deals with the contract negotiation.
I haven't finished yet.
Tell him, Jez.
At the end of the day, we had a manager, Terry Neal. Do you remember him?
Of course he don't.
Remember Terry Neal?
Did he?
I remember Terry Neal.
In between? Was he in between?
Remember
in the early 80s.
I remember Terry Neal. I started with Terry Neal as an Arsenal fan.
He was about to say, is that in between George Graham and Arsene Wenger?
Well, there we go. He got us a 3 cup finals, 1-1.
Listen to this.
Ex-Arsenal player, right? He was an ex-Arsenal player. He cocked it all up. I was part of the crew that went up to Islington Town Hall to get him out. When I lived in North London, in Islington, right opposite Highbury Stadium, I went up there to get him out of the club because we were going nowhere. We were in the doldrums. We were in the mess, and we had to get him out.
And we got some 3 cup finals.
We got another manager in. And then we had the iconic manager,
winning one,
George Graham, who took us to greatness. Look at the facts of what George Graham achieved in his first 4 years compared to this clown. And you're sitting there saying, oh, well, if we don't win nothing, keep him for another year. Are you mad? Are you happy to sit here and see this guy get another £200 million and get us nowhere? No. He has to go. If he fails this season, he has to go. I don't want to sit here and continually see our team fail.
Facts.
This is the longest time in my lifetime, right, I've supported this team since '67. 20 sodding years. 20 years of not winning a title. We're crap in Europe. We've always been crap in Europe. I'm fortunate I've seen 2 European trophies. Yeah, that is not good for the club. That is not good. So, sorry, Egal. I respect sometimes what you say. Unfortunately, mate, you talk a lot of bullshit sometimes. Because at the end of the day, you would accept this. You'll go along with the get-along clowns and you will just sit there and think, well, it's all right. Oh, we'll go another year. No, we'll give Edu and him another 200 million. No. He hasn't achieved anything.
Fact.
We're out of the FA Cup every bleeding season. We're out of the Carrier Bag Cup every single season, right? Something that we should be actually trying to win. We haven't won many of them. Won 14 FA Cups, right? But at the end of the day, no. Sorry, fella. People like you really wind me up because you will accept mediocrity. You accept failure.
Tell him, Jez.
Failure. You accept failure. And I can never
expect... You expect us to fail. I expect us to win.
I expect us to win. I expect us to win.
No, you expect us to lose the league to Man City. I expect us to win the league. Who's accepting failure there? Jez,
you accept failure.
Jez, you were having an argument with me 2 minutes ago, telling me we're going to lose the league, and I was telling you why.
Yes, this guy don't understand what he's saying because he's too deluded to listen. We expect to win. However, we know the manager is not going to win, hence why we sit there and say we ain't winning the league. Comes back to the manager not being good enough. You're saying you expect us to win the league against Man City, Egal. Based on what? Based on delusion and fairy tales and Disney World. Yeah, and feelings and emotions and unicorns and yay, everything's rosy, woohoo, super Mick, Mikel Arteta, nobody's better. Yeah, he's the best looking Spaniard we know, him and Edu and Mertesacker, they're running the club. Yay, they're amazing. And if we bring somebody else in, then we're going to have to get rid of some of the players that he's brought in. That's how football works, mate. Yeah, what is going on with this football club?
Why we're going to win the league? Who's expecting failure? You're expecting to lose so you don't hurt your feelings. I'm expecting us to win because I'm willing to risk it all. The reality of the situation is
he's ready to risk it all, yeah? No, you mean you've deluded yourself that much that now you can't go back on what you said all season. That's what you mean, yeah? The difference is we don't rate the manager. We know the manager ain't getting us over the line because guess what? Even a mutant could have figured it out, mate. He's never managed a football club before. Pretty obvious he ain't going to beat Pep. Fucking hell. What is going on here?
Yes, I don't know everything. Once again, I don't know. One second. I don't know everything about the club as much as you do. But one thing I will tell you.
How long will you accept failure?
Bro, you just said we're missing a striker. You said we're missing pieces. I'm willing to give him this summer. I'm willing to give him this summer going into next year. But before we even get there, I expect him to do the job this year. Before we even get to next year. If he doesn't do the job this year, it's because he still doesn't have the pieces.
Okay, this is where these people fall flat on their face. He expects him to do the job this year, i.e. win the title or the Champions League. But if he doesn't win it, it's because he hasn't got all of the pieces. We don't fucking expect it then, do you? Because you've already got a premeditated excuse for if he doesn't. So you don't believe what you are saying. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? He brought the pieces. He brought the pieces. What is he talking about, man? I expect him to get over the line this season, but if he doesn't, it's because he hasn't got all of the pieces. You mean the pieces that you've openly said, your words from your mouth, that him, Edu, and Mertesacker are the three that are involved in buying the pieces. I don't know where you got Mertesacker from, but there you go. But let's say Edu and Mikel for now. Them two are in control of running this football club. His words. His words. So they're in control of buying the pieces. So if he doesn't get over the line, which you're expecting him to, you expect him to win a trophy this season. But if he doesn't, You're not going to hold him accountable because he hasn't got his own pieces, all of the pieces he wants. Bro, you've openly said out of your own lips, yeah, that he's in charge of buying the pieces. Stop chatting crap. Stop waffling, man. Stop waffling. These people chat absolute rubbish.
He's had it all. He's had.
Bro, you have mentioned it yourself. We don't have a striker.
His fault. He didn't buy one.
Guess what? It's not always your fault. You still have parameters. Even though you can run the recruitment, there's people above you telling you can't spend this much money or else we'll get into financial fair play issues. Do we understand how football finances work nowadays?
No, you don't, mate. That's the problem. Yeah, you don't. Do we understand how football finances work? No, you don't, Egal. You don't. Because let's be real here. If he's in control of recruitment, as per your words, yeah, you've already said the people upstairs are statues, so why are you bringing them back into the conversation? Because they don't get involved. It's down to Mikel and Edu, right? Your words. So now suddenly they are involved. Which one is it? Are they involved or are they not involved? And if they are involved, then surely they're colluding together and speaking to each other and conversing with each other to say, yo, Mikel, I know you want 29, but he's going to cost 65 mil and 280 grand a week. Kind of struggling with FFP here, mate, profit and sustainability and all that. You got another option? Because I think maybe it'd be better off if we didn't do all of our money on that particular player, because we're right on the borderline here, Mikel. Almost like we're being mismanaged, isn't it, mate? Almost like we're being mismanaged, isn't it? Yeah. So which one is it? Is he fully in control with Edu and their statues, as per your words? Well, now 20 minutes later, now they're not statues and they're involved, and it's not his fault anymore, and he's not really involved that much. Which one is it? Make your mind up. Tell me. Don't come for the king, bruv, because you better not miss. Yeah, because I'll dissect you deliciously, mate. Yeah, with consummate ease every single time, because you contradict yourself all the way through this stream. And I didn't even start at the beginning. I started nearly an hour into that. Yeah, I watched the whole stream. But on this particular stream, I started that on 55 minutes. 55 minutes. And we're currently sat on it at what? Hour and 31. So we've done 36 and nearly 37 minutes. And you've contradicted yourself about 20 times, mate. 20 times. I'll quite happily send him the link. If he wants the link, I'll send him the link. Yeah, I'll happily send him the link. Yeah, if he wants the link, I'll send him the link. Happily. He contradicts himself non-stop. Yeah, he's saying that our expectations are raised because of Arteta. No, they haven't. Because I still don't expect us to win the league. As per his lips, he said our expectations are raised because of Mikel Arteta. He said it earlier in the stream. But then 5 minutes ago, he said, but you don't expect Mikel Arteta to win the league. Yeah, so our expectations haven't raised then, have they? Because we didn't expect him to win the league when he got here. And we still don't expect him to win it now 4 years later. What is he talking about? We've been consistent with it. The reason we are not going to win the league and we're going to kick off at the end of it is because the manager is not flipping good enough. How hard is this to figure out? How hard is this to figure out? We have said from day one, this guy will not cross the line. He is not good enough. It is not rocket science. It wasn't something magical that I've just plucked out of fresh air. It was based on the fact he's never managed a football club, mate. And the fact that this guy was so universally welcomed as the manager of our football club when he's never managed a football club before is an absolute disgrace in itself. And that tells us all we need to know. That tells me all I need to know. This fan base loved this manager's career, yeah, more than this football club. Yeah, more than this football club. Because you've just said as well, Egal, that even if he doesn't achieve anything this season, after saying that you'll hold him accountable and you expect to win something this season, in the very next breath, you've then said, but if he doesn't win anything, it's because he ain't got his own pieces. Well, which one is it then? Do you expect it or don't you? Who's in charge of recruitment? Your words out of your lips, Edu and Arteta. But he ain't got his own pieces. Well, who's buying the players then? Because you're telling me he's in charge of recruitment. So he's chosen not to get a striker. He's not signed a striker since he's been here, mate. Jesus is not a striker. He's only signed one right winger since he's got here. Marquinhos. He's now back in Brazil. Yeah, back in Brazil. Wait, I'll happily send him the link. I'll happily send him the link. I don't care. I'll cook him again. If he wants the link, wait, Hussam, ask him if he wants the link. I'll send the link. Yeah, I don't know if he's blocked in my chat. I don't know if any of my mods have blocked him. I don't know, but I can't see him in my chat. If he wants the link, I'll get him on the stream. Yeah, I'll happily get him on the stream. Happily get him on the stream. Yeah, because he contradicts himself non-stop. Yeah, which one is it? If he doesn't win the league this season or the Champions League, do you want him sacked? Yay, nay, or bollocks, mate? It's a simple question. He said he wants it. I messaged him. Cool. All right, Hussam, I'll send you the link. You send it to him because I ain't got his number. Cool. Get him on. Oh, yeah, I'll be respectful with it. Yeah, I'll be respectful with it. But he's getting cooked, bruv, for his own words out of his own mouth. His own words out of his own mouth. All right, let me get the link. I'll text you it, Hussam, yeah? If he wants the link, he can have the link. I'll let him on. He can come on. I ain't got no drama with that. I ain't got no problem with that whatsoever. Yeah, because it's about time these people get told, mate. I'm sick and tired of listening to their rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I'm sick to death of it. How can you say on one hand, yeah, that Liverpool have got a shaky, non-consistent defence and that's a weak point, but they've conceded 1 goal more than us? How can you say that Man City, yeah, score loads of goals, they pam everybody, but they've only scored 3 goals more than us? How can you then sit there and say that them two are in charge of recruitment, but then use that as an excuse for failure if he doesn't win it? But you then say you expect him to get over the line this year. But if he doesn't, it's because of the recruitment that he's in charge of. It's embarrassing. Hey, get the popcorn out, lads. All right, I can go for hours, mate. Just ask the wifey. Pause. Hard pause. I'm going to go and get myself a cigarette. I'm going to get myself another cold cerveza. And we're going to cook deliciously. Make sure you pam these likes up. This stream's been demonetized as well. Cheers, YouTube. So we're doing this for free right now. And I'm giving up my time for free. So make sure you smash these likes up. Right. Link sent to Hussam. Yeah, make sure you smash these likes up. Yeah, because this has been demonetized. But we carry on regardless because this is what we do. Yeah, I don't shirk any debate. Yeah, I ain't going to sit and cook him for 1 hour and 28 minutes and then not let him on the channel. Yeah, certain other people maybe, like that prick Canton, he ain't never coming on my channel. Yeah, but Egal, you can come on my channel. Cool. Yeah, don't worry, man. It'll go green in about 16 hours. Right, I'm going to go and empty the Cinecero. I'm going to get rid of the empty cerveza. I'm going to go and, unfortunately, my lighter's out of gas. I'm going to go and light this cigarillo off of the toaster, bruv. So I'll be back in a minute. Egal is backstage. Wait there, my bro. I see you smiling as well. I see you smiling. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Smash these likes up, yeah? Right, guys. Be nice in the chat. Be nice in the chat, guys. Be nice in the chat. Egal, welcome to the channel. Delusion level 1 billion. Contradiction level 1 billion. But big balls to come on. Big balls to go on that channel last night with 5 people that want him out. Yeah, I'll rate that. What you got to say, bro? Khan, you obviously wanted the link for a reason. Go.
Bro, we just won 6-0. What's with the animosity? What's with the anger? I feel like it came out of I honestly, Lee, this is what I have to say to you. I feel like you're always just angry because of obviously everything that's happened in the past. But is your anger really at Arsenal fans, or is it just because you want the manager sacked? What is it? What is the actual problem?
My anger. I'll tell you one thing, right?
That are positive. What's your problem with Arsenal fans that are positive? Because I feel like the only time they come after you,
they're holding the club back. That's the problem.
What?
They're holding the club back. You said we just won 6-0. That's irrelevant because this is what Arsenal fans do. It's always the last result. You went around for the top 6 show. Terry Flewers had to put a link out, in the chat and a tweet out asking people when we won 1 win in 7. Put a tweet out saying I need an Arsenal fan for the top 6 show. Where did all the Arsenal fans go? Where was Rory? Where was Dowd? Where was you? Because you all mouthy when
I was on. One second. I was on multiple shows, but I'm not on every show. KJ obviously knows that. And personally, I don't know if you know this, but I have a newborn, so I can't make every show.
Congrats.
Respectfully. You know what I mean? You're a father. You understand that. So that's number one. Number two, I don't hide away from anything. Obviously, I've changed. I do my match reactions on my own channel. If people don't know, I have my own channel. So I do my match reactions on my own channel, as you would too. So if I'm invited on the top 6 and I'm available, I'll come on. And most of the time, I'm there. I've been there from when
but you wasn't there when we were losing, Egal. That's my point.
What?
Nobody was there, bro. We had to put a tweet out saying I need an Arsenal fan after we lost to, I think it was Fulham. Where were all the Arsenal fans when we lost to Fulham? Because I was still here. I'm here every day, bro.
I was doing my own content on my own channel too.
Yeah, but when we win, you're on the terrace. When we're winning,
I'm there, win, lose, or draw when I'm asked and I'm available. The reality of the situation is, Lee, I'm not employed by the Football Terrace, so I don't have an obligation to be there on every single show.
I get that. I totally understand that. My point is, when Arsenal were winning, you said, "What's my problem with Arsenal fans?" Right? This is my problem with Arsenal fans. Yeah, because it's not just the manager; it's the fan base. The fan base is the single biggest problem with this football club and have been for a long, long time. Hence why Arsene Wenger outstayed his welcome. Yeah, and I was going in that era. People punching each other up in the stadium, fighting Wenger in, Wenger out, beating each other up every week. That guy outstayed his welcome. Yeah, he should have gone after Hull City. He should have gone after the Chelsea 17 final. Yeah, and he stayed and stayed and stayed. And then eventually, everything we were saying, and I was on the protest after we came second to Leicester. I was protesting to get him out then when we finished second. Yeah, so I'm consistent with it. Yeah, I'm consistent with
last
it.
Year.
Pardon?
Because last year, a lot of people proved you wrong. Martin Odegaard, you said he would never score 15 goals. What did he do? He scored 15 goals.
I never said that.
Egal Arteta.
Bro,
come on. We've seen the videos. I could find the video. You clearly said on either the Football Terrace, you said Martin Odegaard will never score 15 goals in the Premier League. What did he do last season?
If I said that, then cool. Whatever. Okay. Well done. He ain't doing it this season, is he?
Then you also said that if we're going to just test each other on what we've said, you also said Mikel Arteta gets into a title challenge when we were early in the season. If this title challenge sticks up,
that wasn't a title challenge, Egal.
It was, and you even changed your tune.
Was it a title challenge against Leicester then?
Bro, you were even singing and dancing during stream, saying we're going to win the league.
Yeah, after the Man United game, I got fully deluded in thinking we were winning the league. And guess what? This manager and this football club let me down yet again. And let me tell you, when fans are sitting there saying that's the best season we've had at the Emirates, well, hold on, we finished second to Leicester, right? And when we were at Aaron Ramsey and he broke his leg and he was bagging, he was the best player in the league at the time. Yeah, we were in the title race that season. Guess what? We fell off then. A title race for me is going down to the wire. The last 5 games, we were not in a title race. We were top of the table and bottled it.
No, we
the same as we were top of the table, beat Leicester home and away, and then ended up losing it.
One second, you said so many things. Let me tell you what I disagree with. Yes, we bottled it at the end of the season, but to sit there and say we weren't in a title race and in the same breath say we bottled it at the end of the season is ridiculous. We were in the title race up until the final 3 games of the season. Not every single Premier League title race in history goes down to the final game. It's abnormal. It's only happened a couple times in the last couple of years with Liverpool and City. And before then, you can't name too many title races that have gone down to the final game. So Lee, if you're going to say that last year wasn't a title race, you're completely now moving the barometer.
I'm not moving the barometer at all. Not moving the barometer at all.
Do you not want this team to challenge?
Do you not watch my channel, Egal? Have you not heard what I've been saying for nearly 2 hours and a half?
You just want the team to win, but you don't
respect the fact. Forget challenge.
You don't respect the fact that in order to win, sometimes you have to take some scars. The reality of the situation is,
I've had 20 years, mate.
You're not going to just go.
My forehead was not this big 20 years ago.
What?
My forehead was not this big 20 years ago. I'm losing hair, bruv.
Mine wasn't either.
Yeah, 20 years ago, I was 21. Yeah, I'm now 41. Yeah, we ain't won a title since I was 21. Yeah, it's embarrassing. We smashed that stadium down to be the best team, whilst we were the best team when we got the funding for that. We were in a Champions League final the season before we moved to that stadium.
Smashed the stadium down lied to us.
No, I understand that. But what is jarring me, and you asked about the fans, yeah, right? What is jarring me is let me ask you this then, because if Mikel Arteta doesn't win anything this season, your words out of your mouth, yeah, well, Mikel Arteta and Edu are in charge of recruitment. That's what you said on that show, right? There's statues in the boardroom, your words, right? There's statues, don't really have much of a say.
The people in the back room don't really have too much decision.
Which is the directors. You said about Josh Kroenke, you then said the people in the back, the directors, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned later in that stream, right, or earlier in that stream, that I didn't play that bit, but you mentioned about Richard Garlick. Richard Garlick's going to be our CEO next season. Vinay's there until the end of the season, and then Garlick's going to be our CEO. This is the same Richard Garlick, by the way, who sat there on All for Nothing, on that Amazon documentary, and agreed with Edu that we couldn't get a single dollar, pound, euro, whatever you want to call it, from Aubameyang because he was 32. We then give him to Barcelona, and 6 months later they get 12 million euro for him.
Guess what?
And this is going to be our CEO next season.
Guess what? We're better off for it. And are you basically
we're better off for not having no money in when we're profit and sustainability and struggling when we could have had 12 million?
Based on what you just said, let me ask you a question then. Is Matt Turner considered a flop then?
Matt Turner is a flop. And you can say about profit, which you did say, you're forgetting the wages we paid him, mate.
Okay, so now all of a sudden the barometer has moved.
No, the barometer. No.
You want some return.
You buy a player for a fee.
When it's Matt Turner, they're flops.
No, wait a second. You've asked me a question. Let me answer it.
Okay.
When you sign a player for £8 million or 5 million, whatever Turner cost, I don't know how much it cost. What, 5 million, 6 million? Yeah, he's then coming in on wages. So that fee and the wages combined is the total package of that player. When you sell that player, you're selling him for, on paper, the fee, yes, is a profit, but that doesn't take into account the wages we paid him for 2 years. And now if you add up all the wages we paid him for 2 years, it's not a profit anymore, is it? It's now a loss. It's now a loss.
That's not how it works.
It is how it works, because he's not working for nothing.
1 second. The way I'm looking at it is incoming fee and outgoing fee. If your outgoing fee is more than your incoming fee, forget about the wages for a second, because you're going to be paying them the wages no matter what. That's outside of what you've earned, what you've paid for the player. You made a profit on the player. If you make a profit on the player,
they made a profit on the fee.
Wages, if you were talking about making a profit on Aubameyang or making some sort of return on Aubameyang. Guess what?
We sold him. We got rid of him for free.
Sometimes when we get rid of these players, like we got rid of Ozil, Mustafi, Aubameyang, it was for the better. The team got better. The squad got better. Overall, we got rid of a lot of the problems in this team. And even though that team still doesn't have a striker of that caliber, guess what? This team is still better off. We don't have a 20-goal season striker, but we scored our record Premier League goals for Arsenal.
And won nothing.
Guess what? We might have not won nothing, but we've taken massive steps forward in where we want to be.
But we've gone back to where we was when I was protesting down the Hornsey Road to get Wenger out.
Statistically, this team is nowhere near any of those teams Arsene Wenger had.
Statistically, they won exactly the same. Nada.
Guess what? That can be true, but we're still in a better situation.
No, it is true. It's factual information. And I'll tell you what is factual information.
You can both be right.
5 years before Mikel Arteta came to this football club, the 5 years before Mikel Arteta came to this football club, we won 2 FA Cups, got to a League Cup final, lost to Aguero, I was there, right? We got to a Europa League semi-final, finished 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Right? Now look at the 5 years since he's been here, right? We've got to 1 Europa League semi-final, we've got to a League Cup semi-final, we've won an FA Cup, and we finished 8th, 5th and 2nd. Well, and if you go to the actual cups itself, the domestic cup, I put a tweet out about this ages ago. Statistically, he is worse in the domestic cups than we were 5 years before he joined in the 5 years that he's been here. And not only that, if you go to the Europa League, if you actually go to the Europa League, where one of them, it wasn't the semi-final, it was the year we got knocked out to Olympiacos. Who qualified us out the group? Oh, Unai Emery. We'd already qualified. So forget the Frankfurt result. We'd already qualified. And there was people in the clock end where the Ashburton Army now stand, jumping up and down, cheering Frankfurt's goal. Yeah, not only that, when you look at that FA Cup that he won, we were already in the quarterfinal. Yeah, and he got lucky in that quarterfinal. Listen, I'm happy we won the cup, but we got lucky in that quarterfinal because Sheffield United had 2 goals ruled out for offside by VAR. Yeah, if there was no VAR, Sheffield United knocked out the cup.
1 second, was it not the right decision though?
Yeah, it was the right decision. My point is this.
You can't use it as a disclaimer, though.
No, but my point is this. Unai Emery had got us to the quarters. Fair play, he got us over the line and he won it. I'm not knocking that. But what I'm saying is this manager has got a body of work that is nearly 5 years old. And he is statistically, trophy-wise, knockout stages, league positions, worse than the 5 years, the last 4 of Wenger and the 1 of Unai Emery, than what we are now. We were factually better before them 5 years than we are now. The only difference is people are more emotional about it now because, we're challenging with the best team in the world. Well, we were challenging with Alec Ferguson with more money, a better manager than Pep. Yeah, that's factually correct as well. He's won 12 trophies more than Pep. Right? Yeah. Facts. I did this yesterday on a stream. Yeah, on my other watch along. He's factually better. He had a better team and he had more money. How did Arsene Wenger come in and inside 18 months do a double?
Let me tell you something. The standard of the league was a lot lower back then. In the general, based on the fact,
I'll tell you this as well. In 1999, 3 teams challenged for the title: Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man United.
My point is now with Manchester City and Liverpool having record points totals year in, year out, Man City just doing a treble, doing a three-peat for the first time since Manchester United back in the day, and also the points tallies being record high points tallies. For example, Arsenal's points tally last season was more than majority of our points tallies in the Premier League era, where we've actually won league titles.
Okay, it's all relative. The points tallies were lower, but the competitive nature was still the same, and the points tally between teams was still the same. All the difference is the levels have gone up in terms of how many points are amassed now. Chelsea finished, when we won the double in 98, the following season, Man United done a treble. Right, they've done a treble. That treble season, we finished 2 points behind them, and Chelsea finished 1 point behind us.
Let me stay on that topic before we move on, please, because unfortunately I have a video in like 8 minutes, so I just want to say one thing before we go. When it comes to Mikel Arteta, you constantly speak about what success we've had before then, but you don't speak about the mess that we were in when he joined. We had Ivan Gazidis leave, we had Raul Sanelli leave, we had a Sven Mislintat come in, we sacked all our scouts. We had a situation where Edu just walked in through the door. Mikel Arteta walked in through the door with a dressing room that just lost their faith in the manager, in Unai Emery, a fan base that lost faith in the team and didn't even show up to games. He instilled faith back in the squad. He fixed the culture. He made good signings. And if you want me to name some of those signings, I can name them off the top. I can name them right here.
You're listing everything other than winning.
What?
You're listing everything other than winning. And so when you said he was left a mess,
he inherited a mess. You're never going to win unless you do the bedrocks.
On that basis alone, let me put this in the bin real quick. Yeah, how comes he won the FA Cup then? As soon as he walked through the door, and left a mess.
Because when he walked in, what he did was he sacrificed his style of play for instant success with what he had.
But we didn't know his style of play back then.
1 second. Back then, what he did was he tried his best to get the best out of what he had to his disposal. He didn't.
So you can win with somebody else's squad, then, is what you're saying?
No. What he did was.
What he did.
What he did was what most managers do when they come into a club in mid-season: try to get the best out of what you have to your disposal. The second season, where we finished 8th, was where he actually started to implement his style, where he started to get players.
And he's won nothing since.
Where the next season is where we found out that certain players could not fit the style that he actually wanted to play. When he first walked into the door,
on that basis alone,
extremely pragmatic.
Finish your point.
When he first walked into the door, we were extremely pragmatic. We didn't play the style of football that he actually wanted to play.
Okay, so you're saying he inherited a mess. That mess finished 1 point off 4th and 2 points off 3rd, right? It then took him. Wait. He then inherited a toxic negative squad, which he then crossed the line with and won a cup. So there's proof straight away that a new manager coming in, when a manager nearly got us top 4, nearly won us Europa League, in his one and only season, by the way, nearly won us Europa League, got embarrassed in the final, nearly got top 4. He sacrificed that top 4 to win the Europa League and then didn't win it. Fair enough, sacked. The following season.
You know why though?
No, wait. Right? But you're saying that manager came in with a toxic, negative squad, inherited all the dramas, all the culture was in the bin, the fan base were on its knees, they were all crying and moaning it weren't good enough, and then crossed the line with a squad that weren't his. So what makes you think, what makes you think that the next manager, if he walks out today, the next manager won't be able to do what he did?
Whoever the next manager
with now the culture and all the structure and everything changing.
Whoever the next manager is, if whoever comes into this club will be thanking Mikel Arteta for the bedrock that they've built with the young squad, with the culture, with everything that's been fixed. Because when Mikel Arteta took over the team, he had an aging squad. He had a squad full of signings that were win now just to try to get us quick fixes and no actual direction. We were constantly making terrible signings. Henrik Mkhitaryan, we were making freaking getting Squadron Mustafi, getting all these guys just to try to stay afloat. But we were never actually building towards any level of success. This team is more calculated, more measured, and majority of the signings have been signings where we've been trying to build or have some potential. Not all of them have been hits, but the reality is more than a majority of Mikel Arteta signings have actually been positive. And even if he was to leave today, he would have left the club in a better state going forward.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions real quick, right?
Yeah.
Because I always find this funny, because every manager. People say, but who's a realistic option? Everyone's realistic. We're Arsenal Football Club, other than Pep, and Klopp.
I don't think anybody's better than Mikel Arteta that we can get right now.
So you don't think Inzaghi is better than, no?
I don't think Inzaghi coming to Arsenal, it would be a risk. I think Mikel Arteta.
Well, no, hold up. That's not what I asked. Yeah, you don't think he's better right now?
One second. I'm not counting people who are in jobs. One. Number two.
No. But Graham Potter was in a job and left.
Anybody who doesn't
he was in a job and left. Yeah, managers in jobs and leave. Mikel Arteta was in a job and left.
Mikel Arteta was an assistant.
Mikel Arteta was in a job. He was employed.
Okay, fair enough. But what I will say is, I personally believe in the manager, and I believe Mikel Arteta is a good manager, a really good manager. And I don't think you see what he's been able to build because you only want him to get over the line. You don't see everything else, all the other positives. You don't see the fact that he's been able to galvanize this team, the fan base, the friggin' being able to.
It's everything other than winning. Right. What's the aim of the game?
This man was in 8th 2 years in a row and still had
he put us there.
And guess what? He still had the belief of the board, the fans, and the players. So you're sitting here telling me...
That comes back to what you asked me at the very beginning when you jumped on. Why do you blame the fans? And is it a problem with the fans and the manager, or is it just the manager or just the fans? That right there has answered the question you asked.
The manager got us back to this state, and you're consistently...
He took us down so far that this is deemed successful. He took us back to where we was with Wenger when Leicester won the league.
Squad. He didn't sign Squadron Mustafi. He didn't sign David Luiz.
No, but however, he did win the FA Cup with them. So it's proof again
because he's a
that
good
you
manager.
can get over the line without your own players.
Guess what? He was able to do something that Unai Emery wasn't able to do. And you continuously big up Unai Emery every single time I see your streams.
Yeah, because Unai Emery's got a CV and a body of work.
But guess what? Unai Emery's CV...
myth. Oh, hold on. Who would you say are our best 3 players?
Our best 3 players right now? It's crazy because based on it's
a simple question. Who's our best 3 players, Egal? Come on.
Based on this season, it would be William Saliba, Declan Rice.
Okay, signed by Unai Emery. Yeah.
Declan Rice, William Saliba, and then the third one, I would say Gabriel Magalhaes. The three
so
guys.
You wouldn't say Bukayo Saka, no?
I would say Bukayo Saka is a distant 4th or 5th. Reason being because I feel like the 2 defenders have held this together, and Declan Rice in front of them has been a key cog to this team. Those are my 3 players right now.
So when you put 9 Arsenal players into a combined 11,
listen,
I honestly, who were the front 3? Remind me of the front 3.
I had Gabriel Jesus in there because Vinny was injured at the time. Vinicius was injured. But yeah, man, you know what? This combined 11 thing is going to haunt me for the next couple of years. The reality situation
is the thing. You're way too emotional, bro. Yeah, you're way too emotional. You said at the start of the season.
You are too on a different scale.
No, but I'm consistent with my views. I know this manager ain't good enough. And you said on that show,
we're just on polar opposites.
Yeah, but you said on that show that I've been sharing today, you said on that show, you lot will kick off at the end of the season, after saying that we ain't going to win it anyway. Yeah, do you know why? Because we don't want the manager because we know he can't cross the line. So we're consistent. If he crosses the line, I will sit and put my hands up and say, well done, I got it wrong.
Lee, this is why.
But until then, it's all hearsay.
This is why I disagree with you, because you constantly criticize the squad. You say we need a striker. You say we're missing pieces, but then you get onto the manager for not delivering with the team that he currently has. I think the manager is the piece that's keeping this team to punching above our weight.
The reason I kick off on the manager and say he ain't got the pieces is because he's proved that he's got over the line with a squad that you and all this fan base, majority, say was toxic and negative, and he inherited a mess. He got over the line 6 months later. Now he's got rid of all of them. Yeah, our best three players, by the way, our best three players based on this season, under his tenure, our best three players have been Bukayo Saka,
I was saying this season, not
and Gabriel Martinelli. But this season, I agree, Declan Rice has been our best player. He brought him, but our best three players were all signed under the previous manager.
What about Gabriel Magalhaes?
Yeah, he's been our best defender since last season.
He's better than Koscielny now, in my books.
Well, Koscielny was overrated by you, anyway.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah,
I'm just
that guy cost us the Europa League.
Lee, unfortunately, I have to go. I literally got a video right now, but I'll tell you this: when it comes to Mikel Arteta signings, I always see you here and hear you criticize all the signings, but there are a lot of good signings that he's made. We've just
but that's the thing. People very quickly. I know you got to go. Yeah, and I appreciate you coming on. People only see the bad things I say. They don't see that I gave him 10 out of 10 as the manager at the weekend for what he did at the weekend. They don't clip that and put that out. They don't sit there. Yeah, when I'm sitting there saying, yo, do you know what? I actually like the fact he actually cares.
Can I flip it on you? You never see me criticize the team. You only see me big up the players.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I don't sit and watch you don't get clipped up as much as me. And that's not being a big head. Yeah, but every time I see people send me stuff, it's me going viral or trending from saying something against the manager. I sit there and people that are in this chat, and there's 2.2k in here, that watch me on a regular basis every single day, know that I praise when it's due. I praised at the weekend. I was buzzing at the weekend. I gave him 10 out of 10 as manager. I've given him a 10 out of 10 multiple times this season, by the way.
Fans, we have no right to tell fans how to support their club. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're wrong to have your views. I'm just going to tell you my theories and my thoughts. And you.
Okay, let me ask you one more question before you go. Let me ask you one more question before you go. Because at the start of the season, you said he has to win something or it's time to.
You know what changed?
6-0 at the weekend changed. That's what changed.
You know what changed? I still.
It was the last result.
1 second. I still believe this team can do something this season, but in the case that they don't, the reason why I still keep the manager is because I'm seeing a lot of change happening around us, and I still think the window of opportunity for us to win with this manager is still very there. I don't think the manager has gone as far as he can go with this team. I still think there's a level of improvement that Mikel Arteta can take us. And if we do sign that striker, I believe we're that one player away from being that finished team.
Okay, so let me ask you one more thing, and I'll let you go. And make sure you follow Egal TV, yeah? EG TV, right?
Yeah. Right? Egal talks football now. I changed it.
Egal talks football. Okay. That's easy to say. Egal talks nonsense. Yeah, same as Rory talks bollocks.
Nah, let Rory go, man. He's a good guy.
No, that guy clips me up all the time and chats crap. He blocks me, unblocks me. The guy's a wrong'un, bro. Yeah, but his cooking's coming soon anyway, right? But let me ask you one more thing, yeah?
Yeah. Yo, by the way, next time if you're gonna cook me, at least tag me.
If he gets his striker, yeah, and doesn't win anything, then what? And what striker is it that
you know what?
Let me rephrase that real quick.
Let me answer it.
What level of striker is the bare minimum for him to then actually have to achieve for you? Is it a Watkins? Is it a Vlahovic? Is it a Tony?
Ivan Toney. He's my guy.
So if he doesn't get an Ivan Toney and he gets somebody less than that, then you're gonna give him another excuse.
No. Simply put, if Mikel Arteta does not deliver next season with the attack that he sorts out, I'm not gonna be sitting here anymore saying he's the guy that can sort it out and do everything. I'm gonna be very critical because in his time at Arsenal, he's only signed 4 attackers: Willian, Marquinhos, Trossard, and Jesus. And you want to know something? Only 2 of those are even good. So it's like he needs to do better at making attacking signings. But for now, bro, I appreciate you having me on.
Big up for coming on, man. I appreciate it. Make sure you follow Egal Talks Football. And yeah, big up for coming on. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm drained, guys. I can't lie. I am drained. Nearly 2 hours. Big up to everyone who's been putting super chats in as well. Appreciate it. That mess won the FA Cup. And this is what I don't get. He needs his own squad. Well, no, he didn't, because he inherited a toxic, negative squad when the culture, the structure, the fan base, and the club was on its arse and blah, blah, blah. Then he won the cup. But now he's got everything he wants, and everything's rosy in the garden. But now there's no manager that can come into a happy dressing room with a good squad, that's not toxic and negative, with up here and take us over the line. Yet this guy inherited a toxic, negative squad, which he didn't. It's another myth, and got us over the line. So if he can get us over the line with a toxic, negative squad, imagine what a good manager could do with a happy, positive, decent squad. But no, nobody's better than Mikel Arteta. His words. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Big up to everyone locked in, man. I'm going to wrap this up. What's the missus saying? She's texting me. This stream got demonetized about an hour ago. So yeah, big up to everyone who's liking the show, donating as well. Appreciate it. And I'm going out for some food with the missus. And I'll be back again for a watch along. We are going to redirect to Dan Potts. Is he still live? Is he still live? Is Potts still live? Let me know if Potts is still live, yeah? In fact, I can actually have a look. So I'm on his channel. Sharing his stream. Is he still live? Let's go. I finished 22 minutes ago, man. Potsy, what's going on, bro? I set up a redirect as well. Okay, who's live that I like? Who is actually live that I like? Let's have a look. Who is live or going live that I like? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Big up to everyone who's dropped donations in. I appreciate it. You could have got a quality striker for 65 million. This is what I'm saying, bro. They've mismanaged the money. Big up Daryl. That mess won the FA Cup. Facts. Big up Staffy as well. Make sure you sub to Staffy TV, people. Big up, bro. All of his followers must... Yeti, bro. I can't lie, bro. Like, honestly, I am sick to death of listening to nonsense, bro. Like, honestly, like, and he says that I moved the goalpost. Bro, he's moved the goalpost. He said at the start of the season he'd get rid of Arteta, but now it's, oh no, I've seen something different now. Okay, cool. Yo, Rants is live. Say less, people. Say less. Yeah, say less. Say less. We're going to redirect to Rants. Make sure you smash these likes up for me. Oh, the stream's gone green again. Right, let me give you a load of double unskippable ads real quick. We need that ad revenue, guys. Big up to everyone locked in, though. We're going to redirect to Rants, yeah? We're going to redirect to Rants right now. And then Saeed's going live after that in about 25 minutes. So, Dan, listen, love, bro. Love. Make sure you sub to Dan Potts' channel as well. Yeah, and sorry I didn't redirect, bro, but I was still cooking. I was still cooking. Apologies. But listen, appreciate you letting me share your content as well, man. And make sure you sub to Dan's channel, Football's 12th Man Podcast. But we are going to wrap this up. We are going to redirect. Go and spam Rance's chat. There's 1,755 of you still in here. Yeah, I expect that. Rance has got 1.1k watching now. I expect that to hit 1,800 real quick. Yeah, so big up to all of you lot. Love always. I'll be back again for the Lazio game against Bayern. Genduzi FC. I don't even know if he's in the squad, but we will be there. I'm going to go and have some dinner with the missus, and we'll be back. But yeah, big up to all of you lot, man. Appreciate it. Love. Yeah, if I didn't read your super chat out, I'm sorry, but the flow of the show, I did pin them. Apologies, but yeah, we're out of here. Adios. Ciao. Spam Rance's chat. Yeah, Lee Raid.